and the end of an era, a tribute to an historical travel hub in Thailand as it prepares to close for good. Meanwhile, Thailand's historic Hua Lamphong Central train station is scaling back most of its operations after more than 100 years of service. The move to a newly built station in northern Bangkok marks the end of an era of an iconic terminal that has served as a hub for backpackers for decades. Bangkok-based author of Lonely Planet Thailand guidebook, Joe Cummings, reminisces on how significant the station has been for nostalgic tourists and train travellers.
You know, when I heard about this place is going to be closed, it was just, of all the things that have changed, this was the first one that to me felt personal. You know, I started doing the Lonely Planet Guide in 1981, and I just thought the place was amazing. I think it was the first overnight train trip I'd ever taken anywhere. People are going long distances. It's just, it is the place. It's where it all happens. Suppose you're taking a train just for sightseeing purposes. Having that train leave and arrive at Hua Lamphong would just add so much ambience, let's say, atmosphere, nostalgia, romance, and all of that. It's funny, I tell people I take the train, and they're like, what? Why don't you just fly? It's so much faster. And I say, well, I don't have to go to the airport. I don't have to go through, I don't have these X-ray machines. And you know, you just feel like a criminal going to the airport all the time. I just constantly being checked. And I love the train. You go to the train station, just get on the train, and it feels like a nostalgic way to travel. I love the sound, you know. And I think people who like travel, train travel, they're into all that stuff, all the arcane details about train travel and the movement and the sound. And some people say they can't sleep on the train. I sleep like a baby. It just rocks me to sleep. Yeah, so after the Italian architects designed it, it was constructed, opened in 1916. What do they call it? Neo-Palladian, I think, is the architecture. And I really hope they preserve the station because they shouldn't lose this. Absolutely, this is the busiest station in Southeast Asia. There's nothing that comes close. It's been such a hub for tourists. Average, up until 2 years ago, average 60,000 passengers a day arriving or leaving here. Yeah, the thing about coming to a station like this, if you're an international visitor, is that you immediately feel like you're in Thailand. It's not just some homogenized, modern building. It has a cultural legacy. It feels cultural. And yeah, the new station is just glass and steel, square box, multi-level. It could be in Europe or anywhere. Not much of a Thai experience, really. Not like what you can have here, so it's a bit sad.
Well, as the chapter on one of Thailand's famous tourist destinations closes, another one reopens. Thailand has reopened Maya Bay, a white sandy beach made famous by the film The Beach in 2000, which starred Leonardo DiCaprio. Authorities closed down the picturesque area more than 3 years ago to allow its ecosystem to recover from the impact of thousands of daily visitors. The beach lies on the island of Phi Phi Lay in the Andaman Sea and is only accessible by boats. Under strict COVID-19 conditions, visitor numbers are limited to no more than 375 at one time.